I want to just lay out the situation in my country where I'm from and maybe the EU as well and the UK. So what people or what citizens of the EU actually worry about in terms of existential risk or perhaps like a dystopian risk. At the top, you have the Russian war in Ukraine and the international situation. You have security and defense. You might have cybersecurity included in there. And then you have environment and climate. The UK is pretty similar. So you have nuclear war at the top, also a breakdown of the global order. You have climate change. You also have pandemics, and AI and robots does actually feature maybe at the bottom of the UK list of concerns. I actually looked at Irish data and transcripts of several presidential debates we've had in the last few weeks, because we actually have a presidential election this weekend, or Friday, I think. And I don't think AI featured once. So it's just not a concern.
It's a little bit different in the US because the US economy right now is very clearly, and everybody acknowledges that it's very much driven by AI. I mean, we've got NVIDIA, which recently crossed a $4 trillion market cap for this one company, obviously because of the AI boom. Google is close behind with an almost $3 trillion market cap. The entire stock market in the US, all of the gains in the last few years, if we didn't have gains from AI, it would be a almost flat stock market for us. So even though it looks like our economy is booming, everybody kind of realizes it's all about AI. And so the most common discussion you hear in the US, and you do hear it a lot, is, for example, David Sachs, the AI and crypto czar under President Trump. David Sachs is taking a very strong position saying we need to protect our lead in AI. We need to be the dominant economy in AI. We need to beat China in AI. And he's actually very explicitly saying anybody who's an AI doomer is just polluting the discourse. Like, the doomers have been proven wrong because we've had these few years of like nice AI that's only been doing good. And so unfortunately, somebody like David Sachs is very much an enemy to my cause simply by refusing to acknowledge the P-doom, right? Like, David Sachs is just acting like somebody with a very, very low P-doom. And for me, it just seems like we should all be looking at the situation and being like, actually, no, P-doom is kind of high. Like, I'm not saying everybody has to be 50% P-doom. I know some people who are 90% P-doom. I'm not saying everybody has to be that, but the idea that somebody would only be a 1% P-doom or a 5% P-doom when there's so many warning signs that AI is about to leave the realm of human level intelligence. But yeah, I mean, but to your question, so we have a government in the US which is very much paying attention to the AI, but they're purely treating it like a space race.